P stands for personal experience. Mentors can use their own personal experience to help those that they're teaching. E stands for encouragement. As a mentor, you need to encourage the people that you're mentoring. R stands for relating to students. If you relate to the students that you're teaching, they're much likely to get on with you and to want to have help from you as well. F stands for friendship, brackets, professional and critical, close brackets. As a mentor, you shouldn't be a friend because friends don't really have academic interest, but you need to be friendly and use that to critically and professionally help your students. E is for ensure you ask and not tell. If you tell students the answers, they're not going to learn for themselves. So by asking them, you're helping them, but also making sure that they do the work as well. C is for challenging. You need to challenge your students, because if you don't, they won't learn anything and they'll just have an easy ride. T is for trustworthy. As a mentor, students should be able to come to you for any help or any problems that they have to do with the course. You need to make sure that you can be trustworthy and that they can come to you when they have a problem. M is for motivating. As a mentor, you need to motivate the students and be motivated yourself. If you're not interested in being there, they won't be. E is for evaluating. Part of the mentoring process is evaluating what the students are doing, telling them what they're doing wrong and how they can move forward. N stands for knowledge. As a mentor, you need to have good knowledge of what you're teaching. So in the TV studio, I had to make sure that I was really aware of the technical aspects of the studio, health and safety, so that I could pass it on to the students. T is for total preparation. We needed to plan all of our lessons to make sure that they moved forward quickly and efficiently and that we didn't waste too much time. Planning them about a few days before meant that we'd be ready for anything. O stands for organised. As a mentor, you need to be organised, so we had to book out the TV studio equipment in advance, do our lesson plans, icebreakers, break the sessions up into sections so that students got the most out of their time. R stands for reflection. Reflection is a really important part of learning, so by getting the students to reflect on their sessions meant that they could see what they wanted to learn and how we could help them more. At the start of the mentoring module, I was really excited about going back into the TV studio because I've mentored before and doing it in a little more formal way, as last time I hadn't had a lot of teaching on how to mentor. I found it really helpful to learn how to plan lessons and teaching styles and how to really take mentoring to the next level so that students got the most out of the sessions that I had with them. Our sessions in the TV studio had a few problems, as at times not many students turned up, which meant at the last minute we had to change our lesson plans to suit 3 or 4 students that turned up. However, we adapted, which obviously was something I've learned from this module, how to adapt to problems, and we did get the most out of the sessions. Doing run-throughs was the most productive thing that we did, as that's how I learnt best in first year. So we used this knowledge to teach the first years, to do lots and lots of run-throughs and get them really, really up to speed on the TV studio. At first, these students that we mentored were a little bit guarded and weren't very responsive to us. This is probably because they were nervous and it was a daunting situation. But as the sessions went on, they were a lot more open, they asked a lot more questions, and the atmosphere just came a lot more relaxed, which is how I'm used to working in the studio, so it was great. It felt a little bit daunting at first to be a mentor, but as the sessions went on, I really started to enjoy it. I found that I'm much better at communication, talking to people that I don't know in bigger groups as well, because normally I'm used to mentoring smaller groups than that. I've also sort of perfected really my knowledge of the TV studio, especially of the studio element, because that's where I normally work. I've improved my skills of organisation and planning, as I had to plan the sessions for not only for my benefit but also for the students that were going to them. I think that I was a friendly mentor, using my own experiences of the TV studio to teach those that I was helping. I would always ask them questions, see if they understood me, because I know it's a lot of information to take in at first, and as well as friendly, I was not a friend, I was still professional and critical, telling them if they were doing something wrong or just giving them pointers in the right direction. I think they did listen very well. I mean, at times they seemed like they knew what they were doing, but they didn't, so I would help them and then they'd be on the right track. If I was giving advice to a first-time mentor, I'd tell them that encouragement is really important. This is something that we learn in the earlier sessions, and I do agree, when people encourage you it feels great and that helps you to learn. Another thing I'd say is just be calm. It's quite daunting at first, but if you have the good knowledge of the studio or wherever you're mentoring, then you can pass it on.